What's good, everyone? Today I'm going to be reviewing Alien vs. Predator. Now, this is my second time seeing the movie. This time I saw the unrated version. There's barely any difference. Unrated's probably better, but it really doesn't matter. It's mostly just added CGI blood that doesn't really look very good. But anyway, this movie's about a fella named Charles Wayland. More on him later. He's an interesting one. Who leads an expedition to a underground pyramid made by various civilizations underground in the Arctic.
One of my satellites over Antarctica discovered a pyramid.
The Predator movies. But, it's fun enough. You can take it or leave it. It's like, say, it's canon, it's not canon. It doesn't matter. It's here, and you can choose to enjoy it or not. It's like hundreds of years in the past. Predators, I don't know if they ruled Earth or just South America or what, but they taught humans how to build the pyramids, and the pyramids were used for fighting xenomorphs. And it's interesting if you go to alien lore that they weren't seen ever before the first Alien movie. Well, I haven't gotten to Prometheus yet, so maybe that validates Alien vs. Predator lore. I don't know. Well, we'll see about that one. But as far as I can tell, that doesn't quite fit. And Charles Wayland, his middle name is Bishop, and he's the guy, I guess, who created the company that made the Bishop AI in Aliens, and they modeled the android after him. Now, this might conflict with Alien 3 lore because, he was in that movie, and they said he was the original in it, and then he got his ear shot or something, and I couldn't tell if he also was a robot and he just said he wasn't, or if he just got his ear shot off and he's a person, and that this lore just completely conflicts and doesn't work at all. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But again, it's cool they got him in here. He was the best character in the movie, probably. Definitely best performance. Now, this movie has a bit of a pacing problem where it's very, very slow for the first half. It takes way too long to get to the action, way too long to even get inside the pyramid. Now, up until this point, you get, some predators taking out humans, and this movie was made to be PG-13, and even in the unrated version, they don't really fix it a whole lot. A lot of it's cutaway, off-screen stuff. It's fine. But really, it's just as boring as if the off-screen kills weren't there. Like I said, the unrated version adds some blood in there. A lot of it just doesn't look good. Some of it's good enough. It's fine. There are some parts in the original where there's not blood, and it's that was over-censored. There needed to be blood there. That kill doesn't even make sense. And so that fixes some of those. But then there are other times where it's added in where the blood's coming through their shirt, and so it's this weird looking CGI stain that when the character moves, the animation of the blood just kind of stays still, and it doesn't look right. It looks really weird. Finally get to that Alien vs. Predator action, though. That's where this movie really shines. The movie knows what it is. It's basically the WWE match where they're throwing each other around. The Predator grabs the alien's tail and swings him into the wall. It's absolutely insane. It is a blast. They're cutting each other up, stabbing each other through the chest, with the tails or with the wrist blades. Just a whole lot of fun. You get to the end, and our lead character, Alexa, she earns the respect of the Predator, and she becomes a warrior, and she uses an alien tail and an alien head as a spear and shield. That was just, it's so dumb, but it's so cool. And then they fight the big queen at the end in a really awesome fight there. Now, when you get to the end, it does sort of the cop-out ending where they both die, and there's not really a clear winner for the alien or the Predator. I personally lean towards Predator. I think that was probably the idea where the aliens get eradicated off the face of the Earth, but the Predator dies anyway. The Predator sort of wins, but he's still dead, and none of them are left that were from the original group, which kind of sucks. It'd be way better if they, in my opinion, if they picked a winner, more firmly stood on that Predator side where he wins. Whatever. The fights were cool. That's what mattered. But the tagline of this movie is "Whoever wins, we lose." Well, humans won in this. Human was the only one who survived in this, so I don't think that tagline really works for this movie, but whatever. Now, our characters are a bit of a mixed bag, where our actual main center lead, Alexa, this like ice climber, whatever she's supposed to be, and scientist, she's like really, really bland. Like, she becomes a predator warrior and earns a predator's respect, and that's all cool, but there's not really a character arc there. She's not really trying to prove herself to anyone or the predator, and it's just, it kind of happens to her. That's cool, I guess, but her character just isn't interesting at all. I thought the one Scottish scientist, I thought he was a good character. I thought he probably would have made for a better lead, where they sort of set up his character to be like the most sympathetic in the movie, where, you know, like, I got kids, I have to keep going, I have to survive this for my children. And then he gets killed off pretty early on, and it felt like he was better set up to be a lead, and it just like, nope, the one character we get you to care about, nope, he's out of here, he's dead. I'm just like, come on, man. Don't do that to me. We got Lance Henriksen back as Charles Bishop Wayland, and he easily gives the best performance in this. His character's a lot of fun. He's sort of a sick old man who's just trying to leave his mark in history, even if it kills him. And that sort of makes for the most interesting character, too. His sort of character development is, they could have done more, but they didn't really need to. The movie's premise isn't Wayland. It's about aliens fighting predators, and that part of the movie definitely delivers. But they still probably could have done more, and it would have made the movie better. They didn't need to, though. It was enough. He has a pretty satisfying ending, the way that he's sick, so the predators, you know, he doesn't kill unarmed prey, or apparently sick prey. He's like, don't ignore me, and he aggravates the predator, and it totally wrecks him up. But
I'll turn your back on me.
it was pretty cool. As for the special effects in this movie, there was a lot of dated CGI in here. It's not terrible. A lot of it is more like environmental stuff. You know, they're in the Arctic, or in this big underground area with this giant pyramid. So not all of it's real, not all of it holds up. Most of it's fine. It's nothing terrible. It doesn't break the movie. The Predator himself is a big guy in a costume, looks great as always. I don't know how much of the alien they did as a practical effect or CGI, but they blended it pretty well to the point where the alien never looked bad either. The temple itself is a really cool set too. I said time and time again, the Alien franchise has the best sets. This isn't the best set in this series, but it's still a good one. It's still fairly up to standard. They made it really interesting by having it be like a giant Rubik's Cube that changes its shape every 10 minutes, where it's like a big maze that you can't ever get out of. So that was really cool. It's filled with like these big statues of the predators and carvings of like the aliens fighting the predators. Just a built-in lore, just establishing this thing has been around for a while, and its purpose makes it look really cool. When you get to the end, there's like this ginormous spaceship that maybe was too big for its own good, where it's kind of unrealistic that this thing could even enter our atmosphere. But whatever, it was cool, and there's like a bazillion predators that just walk out of it. Again, maybe too much where it's a little dumb, but whatever. There was like this like King Predator. He looked awesome. I hope he's in one of the sequels, though. He's probably not. And then, you know, they bring the last dead predator onto their ship, and you get the tease for the next movie with the chest burster that has like the big predator face on it, and then that's the end of it. All in all, this movie, it was a lot of fun. Took a little bit too long to get to the fun stuff, but it was overall worth it to get to that. The movie delivers on the premise of an alien fighting a predator, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. The movie could have done more with its characters, didn't need to, chose not to, and that's fine. It's not the worst movie in either Predator or Alien series, not the best movie in either series, just right there firmly in the middle, being just a fun, solid entry. So I give it a 7 out of 10. That's all I got for this movie. Thanks for watching.